Hey there, folks. Foggy here. Welcome to day 303 of my year of solo board gaming. And for Halloween, we're doing something extra spooky. Technically, Halloween is tomorrow. But for today, I'm doing something really, really spooky. And that is, I'm going all out on Horrified. That's right. All six monsters, all set up here in the correct order. Flame should be starting on Dracula. And pretty much that means the monsters are always going to be moving, they're always going to be active. But to counter that, we have four explorers. We have the four female characters of the game. We have the mayor, who has her special action is that she gets to take 5 actions per turn. We have the inspector, who starts at the precinct and may move their hero into any non-water space with a monster. The explorer can just simply move around wherever. And then finally, the scientist gets to add 1 to the strength of any item she uses. So each one has their own perk card. And I'm just going to remind myself what the trading thing is. You can share items between heroes in your space. I do have one perk item that allows it to be any item, anywhere, any hero anywhere. And where it's going to be a challenge. We're going to see. I don't think I'm going to win. I think that this is just more of a stunt, and it should be interesting. But let's see how it goes. We're going to start off with the mayor. The mayor is currently in the theater. She's going to pick up all of these items because this is a lot of good items to get. That's her first action. Then second, or will be to move here. Third will be to move here. Fourth will be to move here, and I'm going to move her to here, where she's going to at least take out a crypt on the next turn. And then that's it. Those are her 5 actions. We're going to flip a monster card. The vampire. First, we're going to pull 2 items out and put them on the board. We're going to get another item for the Institute and another item for the Tower. Strangely enough, the Institute is mostly blue items, which is what I really need for the Wolfman, and I'm getting none of that. Let's see. Move the hero or villager closest to Dracula 3 spaces towards them. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like the closest is going to be our explorer over here. 1, 2, 3. And then the mummy goes 1. The invisible man goes 1. And the wolfman goes 1. The wolfman gets to attack, which is not good because I have no items here to help save the explorer. So I have a feeling the explorer is going to end up going straight to the hospital. So we're going to put her on her action card. She'll start at the hospital next turn. Terror goes up by 1. We're already in the hole. That's not good. All right, so the precinct person, she can go to any space with a monster. I don't see any place where that would actually be useful, though. I think what I need to do is I need to start picking up some items because I want to have her investigate the Invisible Man. So I'm going to have her go 1, 2, pick all these up for 3. And I think because I need to get something from the Institute in the laboratory for her, I'm going to have her go. Oof, really no good choice. Mostly because there are no items out. I think we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to skip the next monster phase. I'm going to have her move out here for one last turn. We're going to skip the next monster phase. We do get to put 2 items out on the board. We get an item from the barn, and we get another item from the barn. So I will need one of those for the Invisible Man investigation. The Explorer goes next. Now, the Explorer is going to appear at the hospital, but she's got nothing. She's trying to figure out the best way to help. I think if she were to go 1, 2, 3. And then she can share items with the scientist when she moves there, and this will give her a couple items to help out with that. Let's see. We're going to go 2 items out on the board, and then the hunt is on. We're going to get a nice little torch for the shop and a mop for the camp. All right, so the hunt is on. So our explorer is now marked with the Wolfman sigil, and the Wolfman's going to move 3 spaces towards her. We're then going to have the following heroes kick in. We're going to have, or the monsters kick in. We're going to have first, the Wolfman is going to go 1. Then the vampire is going to go 1. And since the vampire is frenzied, he's going to go 1 again. The scientist is going to go 1. Is going to ignore the ignore this for now. 2, 3, and we'll take these items for 4. And is going to go ahead and use her taxi ride, move a hero to any non-water space. I'm actually going to move the detective to the Institute, so the detective can pick that up on the next turn. Inspector, sorry, not in. All right, 0. Place the no items come out. Creature goes back to the lagoon. The Wolfman gets to move 1, so we'll move into the spot with our 2 heroes, and then attack with 3 dice. So this is not good. Did I put these in the right spot? I did not put these in the right spot. Or maybe I did. All right, so we're going to lose one of our blue items, unfortunately. And then Bride is going to move 1. She is going to attack for 3. Oh my freaking lord. Okay, that sucks. That sucks big time. And then Dracula gets to move 1 towards a hero, so we'll move here. That blows. That was just harsh. It's unnecessary. 1, 2. That destroys the dungeon. 3, 4, 5. All right, 2 items come out onto the board. Wolfman's going to move 2 spaces towards the person with the emblem, but since he's on the same space, doesn't really matter. Tower is going to get another item. The laboratory is going to get an item. That's going to be helpful, given that we just lost an item. All right. Let's see. Next up, we're going to have the Wolfman move 1. So we'll move here. And then the vampire will get to move twice, essentially, and we'll move here with the others. And we'll then attack with 2 dice. And that's going to put, for Pete's sake, this is getting frustrating. We're going to lose this item here, but then I can't defend against one of them, so I'm going to send the Explorer back to the hospital again. Actually, she's going to be off the board for the moment. And Terror is going to go up by 1. The detective is going to take this 2, 3. And the Explorer is going to use her perk item to move the detective to the precinct so she can start to apply some of these items to the Invisible Man. Let's go ahead and draw. 3 items, and the Entertainer comes out. The Lucy comes out to the theater, and this is where we might say this is, Lord, this has been harsh. We're trying to get some stuff done at the Institute here, you know, and nobody wants to seem to be okay with that. So I think this is Lucy. She's starting at the theater, and the vampire is already on there, so he's going to roll 1 dice. Does the damage. Lucy, or our scientist, is now gone to the hospital. We're at 3. And so he's going to get to go again, and this time move towards the nearest hero, who is currently Lucy. So there we go. All right, our detective, our precinct detective, is going to apply some items. We're going to do Institute, Laboratory, and Inn. And I think that's all she's going to do. I don't want her moving out to a new space because it's dangerous to go alone. Let's go ahead and draw 3 items. Cranley appears at the laboratory. Not a good place for you, sir. And we're going to get Institute, Laboratory, and Inn. A bunch of items that'll be helpful. Cranley is... Ooh, there we go. He's going to appear at the laboratory, so he's already there with the Wolfman. Invisible Man's going to move 1 and roll 2, so he's just going to move right there. And then the Vampire will move 1 to Lucy. So first up, we have the Detective, who is going to not get hit, but the Invisible Man... All right, he's going to move 2 spaces towards the closest villager. So that'll be Lucy. The Vampire is going to go and take out Lucy. So Lucy's dead, and we're up to 4. This is not going well. Our Explorer appears at the hospital. We'll go to... What do I need over here? Barn and Mansion. I'm going to go to Mansion, pick up the item, and then go to the precinct. So we can try to take out the Invisible Man and get 1 monster off the board at least. And that's it for her turn. Retreat, the creature goes back to the river. Then the Wolfman's going to go and roll 3 dice. So Cranley, I think you're toast. Yep. Cranley's toast. We're already up to 5. Then Bride is going to go 1. So she's going to join the others here. And then the Frenzied Monster is going to get to go 1. He's going to go here to the Mayor, who currently has no items. And she's going to get rocked. So we're at 6, and this game is almost over. So I think we're seeing a distinctive bad. I think this is a good reason not to play this game this way. Let's see. I don't even know what she can do. Like, she can't make it anywhere. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and have her start on the Mummy. Why not? Okay, so Dracula's going to move to the space with the current hero after I get 2 items on the board. We're going to put another item at the Institute. We're going to put another item at the church. He's going to move here. And then the Mummy gets to go 1 and roll 2 dice. Does 1 damage, so she's going to lose that cross that she just picked up. Bride is going to go 1. Invisible Man's going to go 1. All right. Mayor's going to come back out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is just hurtful, is what this is. Place Dr. Reed at the Institute. We're going to put 3 items out on the board. One item at the Institute, 1 item at the museum, and then 1 item at the mansion. Dr. Reed comes out. No, that's Professor Pearson. I'm sorry. This is Renfield. I'm sorry. This is Mr. Reed, Dr. Reed. Then he's going to move 1 towards the nearest hero, which I think it's sort of a split, so I'll move him this way. And then the vampire is going to get to attack for 2. And since she's got no items, this is probably the end of the game. Yeah, this is the end of the game. She gets sent to the hospital. She dies another time. And it doesn't even matter. Place the current player heroes in Dracula's space. So she would actually move here as well. And that's it. That's the game. That was quick. I know it's probably not as exciting or as fulfilling as some of my other videos. I think I'd be curious to see if what other players have discovered doing this. I feel like because there's so many monsters on the board, it's going to escalate too quickly when the heroes get attacked and killed and sent to the hospital. I feel like what you need is you actually kind of need to start each of the heroes off with, say, 2 or 3 items each. But yeah, this is an amazingly difficult thing to do, because pretty much no matter what, you're going to get attacked by a monster at some point. So you kind of need to focus on... I feel like maybe if I had spent the first round... Like, if I'd spent 1 round picking up items, as many items as possible, maybe it would have been a better outcome, because then you have some buffer between yourself and the attacks as they start to come in, because they came in hard and they came in fast, and I don't think there's really much else you could do about it. But I would like to try this again at some point. I'm not going to try this again for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think it's going to be Horrified American Monsters to keep with the Halloween theme. It might be, I might be going back to the Arkham Horror Living card game, because I still have that to go through. Last we did was the Dunwich Legacy, at which the world was destroyed. There's really technically, mythologically speaking, no world left to save in that game, but I'm going to try anyway. Folks, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow.